name is Vanja Cernivec, and I'm the GM of the London Lions women's team. Okay. So in my previous role, I spent 2 years with the Chicago Bulls as their international scout. I was basically covering all prospects that were related to the draft and as well as free agency. So even when they offered a job, because I consider myself with the NBA league, I had the dream job. And then when the offer from the Bulls came, I was just like, I had to remove myself from the logo and the Bulls, what they meant to me, and do I really want to, be a scout? Going from the dream job. And then I told myself, look, if someone would tell me when I was 12 that I'll ever have this opportunity, I would run for it, So that was kind of that spark that kind of made me step into the role. I literally started from scratch, I went on scouting to the men's side professionally, and I was so lucky that Ivica Dukan, who is there for over 30 years, and he was the first international scout ever, kind of embraced me and was my mentor through the whole 2 years, and that was probably the best part of the job. But everybody kind of accepted me and didn't even, saw me as a woman scout, they're just like, you're a basketball scout. I was basically in front of the decision if I want to move to Chicago and start working alongside a team, or come to London and be the general manager of the women's team as well as the head of the global academy. I had to do a lot of soul searching and take myself away from the brand that the NBA and the Bulls are. And basically, I know that working with youth development, coaching development, as well as being on the women's side is kind of my passion. So that kind of, made the decision for going to the London Lions. A lot of people define success in basketball career, being on the men's side. I don't. Like, my definition, is like what makes you happy day-to-day basis. That's if you're successful, if you can do that. And then the London Lions, I think they've attracted me with their vision for the future and their long-term investment and just building academies and just supporting the basketball structure in this country. So just being a part of this team and being able to be creative and build something, that was what attracted me the most. I think supporting the grassroots as well as coaching development and youth development is going to be key here in Great Britain. I think the London Lions can be that spark that can kind of fast forward that development. But if we're not going to invest, in the infrastructure, in youth development, in coaching development, I don't think, we can develop in long-term elite or high-level players. So I really hope that the London Lions women's team are going to be, that light or initiator to kind of spark and inspire the young generation to start playing basketball, because they need to see some role models, and just this to kind of believe that basketball can be the way to change your life in sense of getting a scholarship, to play and study alongside, and then even play professionally. We have a lot of great talent coming out of Great Britain already. It's just a matter of knowing or attracting them to stay here during their college year and then also coming back to play professionally. I see a lot of challenges, but with that, I also see a lot of opportunities. In my eyes, we are in this vicious circle, and I think people in that circle, I think people also think basketball is not popular, and that's why it's not on TV. And I would say vice versa, it's not popular because it's not exposed and because it's not on TV. So there's a lot of angles that we need to attack and to kind of break this circle. But I think, starting from scratch gives us that opportunity to build and set up infrastructures and pillars that need to be set. And I think the momentum in this country right now for basketball is great. The 777, getting to know them and I see how they work, and the one thing I can say, they're super passionate about basketball and super passionate about making this work and making this sustainable, and not just making the London Lions a professional team, but kind of expanded to the BBL teams and the WBBL teams. So they're aware this is a long-term project and that they have to kind of start knocking it out from different angles. We're going to need a lot of support. All basketball stakeholders in the country will have to kind of start pulling in the same direction. I'm just happy that they're equally invested in the women's side, so they're not just focused on the men's side. And I see everybody, around the team kind of pulling maybe even harder on the women's side and kind of rooting for us. So I'm excited to be in this position, and I can't wait for the season to start.